Tomorrow's big day, Army-Navy playing at Gillette Stadium in one of the most fierce college football rivalries. Now, while the game is in Foxborough, there is a lot going on here in Providence, and that's where we find Patrick Little live downtown outside the AMP this morning. He's got a preview of the action and the historical significance of the weekend's event. Patrick?
Yeah, this is huge for Providence and Rhode Island, Joe. For the first time in 124 years, this rivalry, the game is being played here in New England, and this really has like a Super Bowl week type of feel to it. It's more than just the game, which will be played tomorrow at 3 at Gillette Stadium. There's all sorts of activities and events leading up to kickoff tomorrow, kind of like the Super Bowl, right? And a lot of them happening right here in Providence, which is really cool. It almost feels like this is like the home base for the Army-Navy football game this year. Tonight, big event at the AMP, WWE's tribute to the troops, the wrestling show. This will be rocking and rolling. The AMP will be 21st year. WWE has honored U.S. service members with this show. Still some tickets available, by the way, but not many. It starts at 8 o'clock. One of the stars, multi-world champion, multi-time world champion, Bobby Lashley. He's an Army veteran, and this is always an extra special night every year.
There's a lot of things that we do for the soldiers right now, which is awesome. It's just our way of giving back. And no matter how high you get, no matter how big you get, you always got to remember why. And why is because of our troops. They keep us here. They keep us safe. It's our freedom is because of the troops. So of course WWE wants to do everything we can for them, and that's why this Friday is a special day. And I actually get to go out there and beat somebody up.
Yeah, and Lashley, he's an Army guy. He thinks Army is going to beat up Navy. He said the final score tomorrow will be 40-27. So that's going on at the AMP tonight. Next door at the Convention Center is it's sort of like a mini Navy base. So starting tonight, when hundreds of midshipmen will be coming into Providence and staying here at the Convention Center. The cots are set up, the bunks. I mean, it's nothing fancy, just a lot of beds, but this means they're all just a few steps away, these midshipmen, from all the great restaurants and establishments here in the city. Then tomorrow morning, the midshipmen will be all bussed up to Gillette Stadium for the game at 3 o'clock. So, big night tonight. We got the wrestling, midshipmen staying at the AMP, and then also a partial water fire down at Water Place Park. That starts at 5:30 tonight. So, I mean, just a lot going on here. And again, Providence will be hopping. It's just a great event. The weather looks great as well for tonight and tomorrow. We'll have much more coming up at 6:30. The general manager of the AMP and the Convention Center, Larry Lepore, will be up with us live bright and early here to talk more about his city and his venues here with such a huge role in the Army-Navy football game with what's going on here in Providence tonight.
Well, it's the talk of the town and, quite frankly, the talk of the nation. Providence will be welcoming in thousands of people this weekend for the Army-Navy game of Gillette Stadium. There's a lot going on in the capital city leading up to that historic rivalry. 12 News anchor Patrick Little, he's live outside the AMP downtown with a look at what's happening ahead of today's game, or tomorrow's game, that is. I'm getting ahead of myself, Patrick, already.
That's all right. It's like a Super Bowl week, Joe. All sorts of events leading up to the big game tomorrow at 3 o'clock at Gillette Stadium. And this is something that's been in the works as far as Providence being a major player in this event for about 10 years now. And joining me live here, Larry Lepore, general manager of the AMP and the Convention Center. This is awesome. I mean, it's quite an event. The planning has been, I'm sure, intense over the last. You were saying it's been almost 10 years you've been working on this.
10 years. First point is that the fact that I'm here with you at 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, this is a big deal. Absolutely. Yeah, but it's been 10 years we've been working with the craft group to try to secure the Army-Navy game, and the logistics of where the midshipmen stayed was always the reasons why we never got the event. So this plan that we put forward 3 years ago was the thing that got it to the goal line. We were able to host it up at Gillette and have a great crowds also here in Providence.
So we're going to just look over here at the Convention Center, and you were telling me that, and I didn't notice this until you pointed out, but you've got it all dressed up in the Navy colors.
Exactly. Now, you know what, and for us, I think hosting the Navy, there's such rich history with the Navy in Rhode Island, with the bases down, the old base in Quonset and Newport. We had 2 U.S. presidents that actually served in the Navy in Rhode Island, so I think it's a perfect fit for us to be hosting midshipmen here in the city of Providence.
It's a huge honor, I'm sure, being able to do this, but also it's a huge undertaking for you and your staff. You gave me the events that are going on this weekend. WWE tonight, then you got a comedian tomorrow night, then you got PC on Sunday, so your staff's working hard.
It's a long weekend, but you know, it's part of the scope of doing these type of events and bringing big crowds in. It's really the reason why these buildings were built many years ago, is to, you know, really about the economic impact that they generate for the city and the state.
Final question for you. Any advice to the fans and all the people? We got water fire, too, coming into the city tonight. Be patient. There's a lot going on, and there's going to be a lot of people around.
Yeah, there's going to be, you know, please remember that you're going to come down. You're going to be inconvenienced. There's going to be a ton of security, and that's the only reason to protect these midshipmen, these young men and women that are going to be serving our country. You're going to see a lot of security. You're going to see, there's going to be security you don't see either, but we believe that we have everything done in first-rate way, and it's going to be a great event. Be patient, give yourself enough time to come and enjoy the events.
All right, great job by you and your staff. I told you I'd only keep you out here for a couple minutes, right? Nice and cool. Get back inside, Larry. Appreciate you coming out with us this morning, and we'll have much more coverage coming up at 7 o'clock over on Fox Providence. Jake Holter, of course, live up at Gillette Stadium all morning long as well. Live at the AMP on Patrick Little, 12 News.